Social media, well, when we hear the word social, we know that this is a community where people are coming together and interacting with each other, where people are more gregarious and more social. I think a hidden identity also gives people the Dutch courage that they need to come out and speak out a little bit more as well, and open up as well, and encourage people to maybe not just be people who think but are not able to vocalize it or not able to write it out.
Facebook, according to me, can be a very helpful tool. For example, for students, I post valuable information for them on our Facebook group. I have a Facebook group for my students where I post information for them on the poems that I teach them, on the plays that we have. That way students get extra information about these things. If I want to schedule a class test, I can put up that information on the group and students can access that.
Now the world has become so much bigger, and so there's so much to learn from each other. When we traditionally, our ancestors, our parents, our grandparents and all grew up in small villages and community, and so they were learning from each other in a small way. That was their social media. Today our social media is now in the virtual world, and that virtual world, actually if efficiently used, we know that we can reach out to many more people.
Social media provides an interactive platform, where you could promote whatever you have in terms of maybe a talent or a product. The best thing about this is the audience is worldwide.
Suppose you are a musician or you are a businessman, whatever you are, if you want to promote yourself, if you want to promote your product, your music or whatever it is, social media is one thing that everyone has a tab or a phone with the internet, anywhere in the world.
Cases pertaining to women issues or children issues or youth issues or just issues in general of your freedom and your rights, this is a great platform to come together and learn things and share things and clear doubts as well.
Someone like Justin Bieber. Now, Justin Bieber would have been nobody without social media. He's one of the biggest examples of how social media has helped a youth in terms of making a career or a whole business in the music industry. A lot of businesses are coming up via social media, via stuff like Facebook. I think there's a couple of websites like Indie Hut, promoting musicians, artists.
I started making music, I started uploading, I started Facebook came and Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. So these are some of the platforms where I could share my music and people started getting to know me. And not only that, I could sell my music, so people around the world, they can just buy my music with a click.
The best thing is it's free, it's accessible to everyone. The market can just see you at any point of time. It's not like you need to be open from like 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock. It's not just about you trying to push a product via social media, but it's also a way in which you can connect with your customers or your clients. They would speak back to you. You're able to then innovate, or you're able to then make the changes required according to the demands of the clients or the customers that you have. The whole world is the market, and how big is that market? I mean, it's huge.
But the other thing is, if it is not used wisely, it can be used for propaganda, it can be used to brainwash as well. So, and in the process, maybe do a little more extra research as well.
So if you know how to make use of it, it's really important, but make sure that you all know also the consequences that comes along with it, and so many of us, we get addicted. It should be part of us, but it shouldn't be it shouldn't be so part of us that we cannot live with it.
So there are a few online games in which players can interact with each other. Clash of Clans is one of them, and I myself am a big fan of the game. Now, of course, it is addictive. I myself have spent many hours, and I've seen students do the same thing. The point is that Clash of Clans is not all bad. Although we spend a lot of time playing the game, it also helps one develop skills of reasoning. It does help us to think. I think what it all boils down to is that social sites like Facebook, WhatsApp, or games like Clash of Clans, they have good aspects, they have bad aspects. What depends is on how we use it. We can make the best of it, or we can waste our time there and not care about our real life.